I think I'm turning Japanese. I think I'm turning Japanese. At least I think so. Welcome back to Conscious Wine.
And a movie! What's your name?
I'm Kevin Davidsohn.
I'm Jeff Weissler.
And today we're reviewing a Japanese film called Tampopo.
Tampopo?
Yeah, it's Japanese for dandelion, which is also the name of the young widow in search of a perfect bowl of noodles in this film. It's an
entire movie about noodles.
Well, it's an homage to food as an expression of life. It's also a food western. We have
Is Clint Eastwood in it?
Well, but in his Japanese alter ego, a trucker in a cowboy hat who wants to right wrongs and help this young, beautiful widow achieve the perfect bowl of noodles and save the family business and support her family. It's
a very savory, delicious, decadent film.
Yes, and that's only one level. There's interlinked stories. There's a Japanese yakuza and his beautiful mole, and with the most delightful, the most erotic food sex in the history of cinema, bar none. Yes.
That's debatable.
Pick your company carefully when you see this film, because we're not responsible for what may ensue.
Oh boy, this sounds like quite the film. So how am I going to pair this one up? This is challenging. We have a lot of different elements to bring together to come up with a wine pair for a wine match for this guy. But before we do that, let's rate the film. So, on the Conscious Wine 10-point scoring system, where having seen the film or having seen a preview, you know you want to go watch it. That's a 7 out of 10. And a couple other quick updates here. You liked the film so much you went back and saw it a second time. That's an 8 out of 10. You liked it so much that you turn your friends onto it. That's a 9 out of 10. And from a wine point of view, the infamous 10 out of 10 is you like the wine so much that you hoard it all for yourself. So, this film...
Well, for food sex, it gets a 10 plus. But for the totality of the movie, I've got to give it a 7.
Okay, there you have it. I'm going to give it a 9. It's such an engaging movie on so many levels. I've seen it once now, just for the first time recently. I will see this movie multiple times. Great movie. I'm very excited to turn friends onto it. So it's
good friends.
It's a solid 9. So in wine recommendations, there's a wonderful Oregon winery called Brooks, and Brooks makes Riesling, and I think dry Riesling but really nice fruit, but still with really good acidity to cut through some of the fat, and it'll help take the broadness of the soup and give it a nice direction. I'm looking at a Riesling, and a dry Riesling from Brooks, I think, would be a fabulous pair. They make multiple Rieslings. There's one called Ara, A-R-A, which was actually served at the White House. That's a really, really great way to go. And they have others you can choose from also. I think there's 3 different Rieslings that are presently available from Brooks in the dry Riesling realm. And another wine to go with, so I'm not going to recommend a red wine. I'm going to recommend a rosé. And I think this would be another great accompaniment to this world of noodle soup and the layers of this movie, but done in a way that keeps the lightheartedness and something that's fun and just kind of takes you on a journey without being too serious. And to me, that wine is from Southern Oregon, from a winery called Cowhorn Vineyards, and their Grenache Rosé. And really, really wonderful little wine to check out, especially with...
Oh, Tampopo.
Tampopo.
And noodles. And it's an affirmation of life.
So,
do see this film.
Tampopo. Good. Good to the last. Drop.
I think I'm turning Japanese. I think I'm turning Japanese. At least I hope so.
Who's this guy?